It's interesting when we get to the numerical point at which it's very difficult to disagree with the data. Let's go to this story from That Park Place. Walt Disney World crowds collapse. Magic Kingdom nearly empty. Hollywood Studios at crowd level 1. And I do believe this goes with the DEF CON levels here. The lower ones are the more desirable ones if you happen to be walking in there, but not if you're the Disney company. This from Marvin Montanaro, published yesterday morning. It's September 10th, and Walt Disney World is experiencing something the company surely wishes fans wouldn't notice: historically low crowds. Here it is, open until 11 p.m., live crowds, level 2. All right, This is where I defer to my panel of experts here. What does crowd level 2 mean?
Well, it depends on who's actually, making the levels, but one could assume that that's a scale that goes. I mean, traditionally, it's gone from 0 to 10 for a lot of sites. I think touring plans may use that kind of scale. Thrill Data might as well. Level 2 is not good, at least if you're a proprietor of a theme park. But if you are somebody who's looking to actually visit one of these theme parks, hey, anything below a 5 is absolutely fantastic. But 2, that gets pretty empty. Some could say it looks like maybe like a ghost town. That's very far.
Yeah, and just so everybody knows, and you can follow the captions over there on That Park Place, the crowd level and wait times for Disney's Magic Kingdom on September 10th, 2025 at 1:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time from WDW Passport. As I always appreciate with Marvin, we bring the receipts whenever possible. Culture, is this a metric that you would put stock in if you were trying to decide when to go to the park?
Oh, yeah, I would love this, especially if it's coming out of touring plans, because I know for a fact as a data scientist running that site, he does such a great job. Len's always been accurate. It's the reason why he partnered, or I should say Disney partnered with him for a period of time trying to understand how he arrived at his metrics, despite the fact he didn't have raw data. So, yes, I would rely on this particular metric to select when I would attend the parks. And it sounds like the last few days have been great days to attend the parks if you wanted to get the most bang for the buck and avoid any and all lightning lane expenses.
Right. Let me say the thing that may surprise people who listen to this channel. If you're going to go to Disney, well, other than the ridiculous price of it right now, this might be the time to go to Disney. If all you're doing is enjoying the ambiance of the park, yeah, go in there. Just don't go to Disney's. Not Disney's Animal Kingdom. And, well, probably not Hollywood Studios right now. And, well, probably not Epcot. And, well, never mind. Also not Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Although parks is open right now. What if I want to buy a really incredibly overpriced designer handbag? Do they have a theme park that you can get into for free to go do that?
Yeah, isn't it called Downtown Disney or Disney Springs or something? Yeah. Look, I think you're right. I mean, who wants to go to only 6 attractions in a theme park? I mean, three of those places, that's about what you got. And I don't know. I mean, to me, it's been disappointing at Disney for a long time, but Disney chose to exacerbate it and turn Magic Kingdom into a land of walls and stifling non-air movement. But you know what? Mother Nature and probably the good Lord above decided to make the heavens rain down torrentially and give us back something we love.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, just in case people have not watched that video or don't know about the divine intervention there. Tell people what happened.
Yeah, so guess what? In Florida, it rains, and sometimes it rains a lot. Well, the Lord poured down buckets and refilled the rivers of America in Frontierland and brought back something that everybody loves. And despite Disney's best efforts, they got to pump it dry again. Jonas, do we have an estimate for when they'll be able to eliminate the mosquitoes that they're likely generating currently?
I don't know how they do mosquito management there, and I don't think they're going to have mosquitoes in there. I'm not exactly sure what they do to get rid of the mosquitoes, but I've talked to a few people who've gone into the parks on a regular basis, including our own reporters. 2 things. One, they describe it as disgusting, which understandable from a aesthetic standpoint. Doesn't smell yet currently, although there's egrets that are trying to get in there to get any wildlife that happen to be in the area. And there's no mosquitoes right now. So not sure what they do for mosquitoes. Not sure if they got malathion spraying in the parks after dark there.
Or bromide.
Does bromide also eliminate that?
I mean, it keeps the larva from, showing up in the in the canals and stuff. But
would they use that on a? Can they get that strong enough to use it on a river?
I can't answer. Again, I don't know.
This is the esoteric knowledge that people that don't go into the theme parks, they're not aware of this. But bromide is the smell that you're smelling when you go into a Disney water attraction.
It's pirate smell.
Small world. That's bromide. So when you get one of those candles, which we won't name any of the places that sell those candles, the smell of the water rides is bromide. I'm not sure that they're burning bromide. They might be burning something that smells like bromide. Hopefully, I don't know what the effects of that are, but that's the smell that you're smelling when it's like, oh, it smells like that thing from my youth.
Yeah, I look. I think about that all the time because the canal system there used to be open, so they could manage the water in emergencies. And I don't know how they do it now, but I know that when they drained it, they weren't expecting it to fill back up again and cover up all those dead fish.
Yeah. And there's been a lot of dead fish there, but hey, if you are somebody who doesn't. Wants to stay away from the dead fish or wants to stay away from the drain rivers of America, you could always go to Hollywood Studios. I'm going to share my screen just for a second here, Jonas, to show everybody just how crazy it is when it comes to visiting Walt Disney World at this point right here. Take a look at this. Hollywood Studios, a ghost town at level 1. Look at that. Marvin got the ghost town reference there. But the real shocker comes from Disney's Hollywood Studios, now sitting at a crowd level of 1. And you can see the wait times listed right here. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway at 40 minutes. You might think, oh my goodness, 40 minutes. That's a crowd level 1? Well, that's one of the biggest attractions that they have there, and it's right at the entrance of that theme park. So 40 minutes is actually really, really good. And you can see that lightning return time at 5:05 right there. So depending on when this was actually taken, 1:45, that means you can get on that attraction if you did buy Lightning Lane in like 4 hours, maybe 3 hours or so. That's actually pretty good. Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run at 25 minutes with a Lightning return time of basically now, which, that's significant as well. Sleepy Dog Dash at 30 and Star Wars Rise of the Resistance at 120 minutes. Everything else, though, 35 minutes or below. That includes, a Star Wars launch bay encounter with Darth Vader. There's really nobody there. And it's not surprising that Disney's Hollywood Studios, after having received its last big tranche of investment, I believe in 2019 with the opening of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, just has really no compelling reason to go there, especially given the dwindling of live entertainment. And also, too, just not a lot of attractions to actually see.
Absolutely correct. When it comes down to it, this is probably the worst time to be going to these parks, and it happens to be the best time to be checking out other theme parks in the area. Specifically, if you're looking for that Hollywood theme, there is really one park. Well, maybe there's 3 parks out there at which you can ride the movies. Is there really any reason to spend premium dollars to go to Disney right now, other than the checking the box for people who are already looking specifically to do that Disney vacation out of tradition? Or do you think that Disney tradition is in danger this year? Culture, why don't you wrap us up on this one?
I wish I could.
That's all right. That's all right. Vash, you were going to go.
Oh no, I think it's absolutely in danger. Man, it's in danger for a multitude of reasons, not the least of which being they didn't invest in their parks for so long. Now they're really behind the 8 ball. Well, Universal's got all the new toys. It's got the new park. It's got the reasons for which you should visit. And look, in these economic uncertain times, or at least the manner by which the media would maybe have you believe is overdone. I don't know. But people are kind of, they're a little bit like, what am I going to spend my money on? I don't know what my financial future is going to be. So what am I going to spend any disposable income that I have? And it's like, well, why would I go to a place that's, 20, 30, 50 years old when I could just go to Epic Universe and see the latest and greatest? And by the way, award-winning latest and greatest attractions. So it's just, I think if you're looking at a vacation right now, maybe you can find some deals. Maybe you can, justify a visit. And please, if anybody wants to go ahead and visit these theme parks at this time, feel free. It's a great time to visit. But at the same time, for people looking to travel thousands of miles away, or maybe even, across the pond, right? International tourists, doing all of that to go here at this point, at this juncture, especially if you've visited within the last 5 years, doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.